such a child, but that was always your problem.
This episode is the definition of beautifully tragic. Easily the best episode of Batman Caped Crusader thus far. I'm not gonna put an exact rating on it, but it is really brilliantly done. We got a refreshing origin story on Harley Quinn. Like, I'm not that familiar with all of the comic stuff, but I know that Batman the Animated Series was where Harley the character started out in the 90s, and we all know that Harley the character is brilliant. Like, the character stuff surrounding Harley is normally well done. The writing aspect, her personality, all of that, how she acts, all of that. But in terms of an actual character design, in terms of, to be blunt here, sexual appeal, attractiveness, all of that, my outright favorite version of Harley when it comes to that is from the animated series, is from the 90s. This episode 5, this version of Harley, both her normal human civilian appearance and her actual costume, they are the best that I have seen since the literal first iteration of Harley Quinn. This is the best one when it comes to just complete knockout. No, she's as thick and curvy as you can expect to get from this particular art style. I like that her backstory here has absolutely nothing at all to do with the Joker. We actually haven't seen Joker at this point at all, or any prototype of Joker up to this point. So basically, for those of you who haven't seen the episode, just to give a quick synopsis here, Harleen Quinzel. I don't think that she actually went by the name Harley Quinn in this episode at all. She is doing the psychiatrist version of what Robin Hood would do, which is probably a slightly darker spin on it, but that's pretty much what she is doing. So she has sessions with these people, these wealthy individuals. I don't think it was clearly stated if all of these people were messed up, but some, if not all of them, were shady individuals. They're not legally breaking laws, but they're not exactly upstanding, righteous citizens. But they're all in positions of power, and they're, for the most part, wealthy. So Harley, I'm gonna call her Harleen because it's not official yet that she's going by Harley. So Harleen, she would have sessions, have appointments with them, and then after multiple sessions, she would kidnap them, lock them up in a particular section of a mansion where her only true ally is this guy called Hastings. I think he's the one that owns the gigantic mansion where she hides these people that she kidnaps during her sessions. So she would have various brainwashing segments with them. By force or whatever, she would get them to do what she wants to do, which is to essentially give up their worldly possessions, and then afterwards they would try to kill themselves in whatever manner. So that's a really interesting backstory. I don't know if that's taken from any comic book story, but I like that thus far. And another thing that makes me like her even more, even though what she's doing is obviously wrong, it's not like Harleen has this foundation or this enterprise set up somewhere and she is trying to get these people to send funds to that secret enterprise. No, she's trying to get them to just do charitable donations. It's just that she's doing it by force, by brainwashing. So that's the main plot line. Batman eventually figures it out and tries to stop her. Barbara Gordon, Harleen's close friend as well, did eventually piece it together, and she and Batman They discovered where the various persons that Harleen captured, because they did their normal detective work thing and piece things together. By the end of the episode, Harleen actually caught Batman, escaped, but then realized that Barbara's car was parked in the bushes, turned back, tried to get Barbara to leave. Barbara was trying to free Batman, who was knocked out at that point. The place was set to blow. Batman eventually fell off a section of the building that was collapsing. Harleen tried to get Barbara out of there. The place collapsed. Barbara ended up holding on to Harleen, who told Barbara to let her go, and then she fell off screen. And that's the last time we saw her in the episode, but that's not the last time we heard her in the episode, because another interesting thing, and probably my favorite subplot in this episode, was the romance between Renee Montoya and Harleen. Instantly, when Harleen was having a conversation with Barbara around a table, and Montoya just walked inside, and instantly you could see that Harleen was drawn to her, was turned on by her, and she was captivated. I like the way that they show that without explicitly showing it, So even though Montoya was there talking to Barbara, Harleen was drawn to her, and then as soon as Barbara left, she asked her out. They went on a date. And it was during this date that Harleen got the call that Batman was there at her place. And so she shared a brief but very nice kiss with Montoya, and then that was that.